daughter of Manimaran and my metric number is L23B0321. In this video, I will be presenting an analysis of a negotiation scenario using 4 different ethical standards. The situation involves a buyer, me, purchasing a new pair of shoes that were on sale, with a receipt clearly stating that the shoes are not returnable. After wearing them at home for a day, I realized that the shoes do not fit me well. So I returned to the store and request a refund. The store sales assistant reminds me of the no return policy. But instead of accepting the store's position, I become angry and start complaining loudly about the poor service. The scene draws public attention and eventually the store manager, perhaps in an effort to avoid further disruption, agrees to refund my money. Now, let us look at this scenario using 4 ethical standards in negotiation: end result ethics, duty ethics, social contract ethics, and personalistic ethics. First, end result ethics is focused on the consequences of the action. In this case, the result that I got my money back. According to this ethical view, if the outcome is beneficial to me, then the action is justifiable. Even the means were not entirely fair. I achieved my goal, so from a result-oriented perspective, the tactic was effective. However, this approach ignores the ethical concern about how the result was achieved. By yelling and drawing negative attention, I may have manipulated the situation unfairly, pressured the staff, and potentially damaged the store's reputation. End result ethics values the success of the negotiation more than the morality behind it, which can sometimes justify behavior that many would consider unethical. Next, we have duty ethics. This approach is grounded in doing what is morally right, regardless of the outcome. It emphasizes honesty, responsibility, and respect for rules. In this case, since the store's return policy was clearly stated, duty ethics would argue that I have a responsibility to respect those terms. Returning the shoes after wearing them, knowing they are not returnable, and causing a scene in the store violates my duty to act respectfully and responsibly as a customer. From this ethical perspective, I should accept my mistake and not try to reverse the transaction. Even if I am unhappy with the shoes, yelling or manipulating the staff is not justified because it goes against ethical obligation and integrity. Third, we consider social contract ethics. This standard focuses on societal expectations and agreed upon norms. It evaluates action based on what is considered acceptable behavior within a community or culture. Many people will sympathize with my desire for a refund, especially if the shoes are genuinely uncomfortable. However, the way I handle the situation, raising my voice and embarrassing the staff, might be seen as socially inappropriate. In Malaysian society, politeness and respect are very important, especially in public settings. A more socially acceptable way to handle this would have been to explain the situation calmly and ask for a stock credit or an exchange instead of demanding a refund aggressively. Social contract ethics encourages negotiators to act in a way that maintains harmony and mutual respect in line with what most people in the community would consider fair. Lastly, we have personalistic ethics, which is based on one's own conscience, values, and beliefs. This perspective is highly individual. For someone like me who values honesty, fairness, and kindness, using aggressive or manipulative tactics to get my way would go against my personal ethics. I will feel uncomfortable forcing a refund from a staff who are simply following the store policy. If I truly believe in treating others as I would want to be treated, then yelling in the store to gain an advantage is clearly not aligned with my values. Personalistic ethics emphasizes sincerity and integrity in negotiation. If my conscience tell me that my method is wrong, then even if I succeed, I will still feel that I acted unethically. Reflecting on all four standards, I personally believe that the social contract ethics approach is the most balanced and realistic for this situation. It considers both individual rights and societal expectation. As a customer, I have the right to express dissatisfaction if a product doesn't meet my expectation. But I should also respect the businesses, rules, and employees. In real life, I would not choose to yell or embarrass the staff. Instead, I will explain politely that the shoes are uncomfortable and ask if any solution is possible. If the store refuses, I will accept it and learn from the experience. Maybe next time, I will be more careful before buying items with strict written policies. Being calm and respectful in a negotiation not only reflects good manners, but also builds better relationships and mutual understanding. In conclusion, negotiation is not just about getting what we want. It is about doing in a way that is fair and ethical and respectful. End result ethics may focus on success, duty ethics emphasizes doing the right thing, social contract ethics consider what society expects, and personalistic ethics reflect our inner values and beliefs. In professional settings where trust and reputations are important, applying ethical negotiation strategies is crucial. For me, a respectful and socially mindful approach is the best way to resolve conflicts and maintain professionalism. Thank you for watching my presentation.